Someone wants to know, how did you make a Virgo fall in love with you? Ooh, that's a tough question. I don't think you can make a Virgo fall in love with you. I think a Virgo has to like choose you. Because Virgos are very picky about what they like. They get the icks very quickly about things and people. They have a lot of hang-ups. And it's not that they're trying to be difficult. They're just, they have sensitive stomachs. So if whoever you are, whatever energy you're embodying, whatever habits, behaviors you have, whatever lifestyle you have, whatever you got going on over there, if Virgo's looking at it and it makes their stomach turn, like Virgo cannot be into it. They're not trying to be mean or rude. It's just, if it makes my stomach turn, I'm not comfortable. And if my stomach is not comfortable that's my energy center, right? Like my chakras are like right in the middle of my body. It's my energy center. So if my stomach is not comfortable, I can't literally sit here with you. Like I'm not trying to get to know you better. Like if when you speak to me, the way that the words come out of your mouth, the way your tongue moves, if that irks me, I'm not interested. Even though we could be having the most dope conversation in the world. And I know it sounds petty. I know. Trust me, I know. Again, I have a Virgo Mars. I know it sounds petty. But it's like, if the way that your tongue moves seems a little weird to me, like where it's like distracting, and I'm not able to actually like focus on what you're saying, then like I lose interest. Like I'm not trying to get closer to your mouth, because now your mouth is a turn off. So where is this gonna go if I can't even imagine myself kissing you? Like it's not happening. So it's just not happening. Like, just keep it over there. Don't ask a Virgo about, like, their requirements. It's a long-ass list that feels like a scroll that you could just roll all the way out the window. But the crazy thing is, when they fall in love, like, even though this is, like, one side of Virgo at their best, the flip side is, because it's so hard being a Virgo and the requirements are so many, it gets a little lonely, right? So then sometimes Virgo decides to, like, loosen the reins a little so they can let some humans experience the glory that it is to be a Virgo from time to time. And then unfortunately that Virgo like need to work on something, energy kicks in. So then they end up picking people that are like totally beneath like their standards. People that don't even like measure up. Like, let's say Virgo has like 100 qualities they're looking for in a partner. That person can have like 5. And Virgo is just like, okay, I see the potential. I see what we could do with this. Let's see how we can finesse this and make it into more. So either you pray that you get lucky, that you're so broken and so wounded that Virgo feels sorry for you, which is why they want to take you on as a project to try to like clean you up, dust you up, freshen you up, get your hairstyle right, get the clothes right, get your lifestyle right, get you eating right. Fix that mouth thing that used to turn them off that they were willing to overlook. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe we need to get some braces. I don't know. But Virgo got a lot of hang-ups. It could be braces. It could be that you don't enunciate your words correctly. Or it could be that you speak so fast that there's like spit coming out of your mouth when you're speaking, and that's a turn off. So you just need to like take a few deep breaths on it. Like Virgo will work with you is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That Virgo will work with you to like get you up to par. You're never going to measure up, of course. Do know your place, but they will work with you to get you up to par. So pray to God that you're so broken and so wounded that they want to work with you to upgrade you. And they're very good at that. Nobody does it better out of the entire zodiac. I don't care what anybody says. So that's one way. Or the other way is just wait for them to pick you, because they're not, number one, they're not chasing after anybody. Number two, they're not easily impressed by anybody, because they know nobody's perfect, because they come pretty darn close and they're still not where they want to be. So in a way, you're more perfect than they are, because they know perfection is elusive. It's something they're always chasing after that they can never quite grasp it. So it's very difficult to impress them, because what they really want is a perfect person, which they cannot acquire, unfortunately, in this life. So for the most part, they vacillate between an idealized version of someone that is so high that is unattainable, but they're happy with that fantasy because at least that person is real, or they just throw all of the rules out the window and just go for the trash, hoping to make it into something worthwhile. And that's where we end up with Virgo love. And it's kind of sad, Somebody said, I read their mind. That's funny. Yeah, I get it, Virgos. I get the struggle. Pisces sun and Aquarius rising. Ooh, this is somebody that lives in La La Land. Love your energy. You are a dreamer. You're someone who's sensitive, who's in touch with the pain in humanity, as well as the pain in other people. Having a Pisces sun automatically makes you really good at being able to read people's emotions without trying. You're also a deeply spiritual person, and especially with having that Aquarius rising. So if you're somebody who does not have a current spiritual practice, I would encourage you to get one ASAP, because someone like you cannot function without some sort of like spiritual stability, because Pisces is by nature a deeply spiritual sign. And so is Aquarius, even Aquarius does not think of themselves that way. If you don't have a spiritual practice, I would recommend you get one, because you need to be somebody that really grounds yourself in the spirit, because spirit is constantly communicating with you because of that Neptune Pisces energy. And with Aquarius as your ascendant, you're here to do it with tradition. You're here to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules. I know Pisces likes to not care, but you have to care when you have Aquarius, because you get punished when you don't. So Aquarius learns the rules so they know how to break them. But you got to do your homework. You got to learn the rules first. You can't just go all willy-nilly and breaking the rules. You got to learn them. You got to learn them, read the fine print. You're here to be someone who rocks the world through their connection with spirit, through their connection with art, through their connection with creativity. A lot of deeply creative people are also deeply spiritual, even though they don't think of themselves that way. But really, that's where the information is coming from. It's the other side. Aquarius is from the future. So naturally, they are going to be people that are in touch with what's out there, what's beyond this moment, what's beyond like the old, what's beyond the past, if you will. So having both of those placements make you idealistic, they make you dreamy, they make you a reformer, they make you a humanitarian, they make you somebody that's equipped with a lot of creative spiritual energy to actually impact the mood, well-being of the people in your community as well as the people in your inner circle. Somebody just said that's so true about the rules, mystic messages. The least well-adjusted Aquarius people are going to be the people who break the rules without knowing the rules. Because when Aquarius is in their energy, when Aquarius is in their power, they first learn the rules, master the rules, then they find a caveat in the rule, and that's what they use to influence the world. Because Aquarius is here to influence the world, but they have to have a point of entry. So they learn the rules so they can learn what rule they can break as a point of entry to influence the world. That is how they're effective. But when an Aquarian is not willing to do the work that Saturn is calling them to do, because Saturn requires you to be serious, Saturn requires you to learn the rules, to follow the rules, to be upstanding, to be, a rule-following member of society, so that when it's time for you to shake that table, people are listening, because you're someone who followed the rules and it still didn't work for you. And that is the point that Aquarius is here to make. That tradition is useless if it doesn't work for everyone. That's the point. Why do we need a society? Why do I need to be paying taxes if I'm denied basic human rights? Why do I pay the same taxes as you, but when we go to work and I have the same qualifications as you, and you happen to be a man and I'm a woman, why is it that I make 25 cents for every dollar that you make? Or why do I make 50 cents for every dollar that you make? How is that fair? Why? I pay the same taxes you pay. I went to the same school you went to. I had the same student loans that you had. So that is what Aquarius is here to do. They're here to shake the table. They're here to, shine a light on what's wrong with the world, on the injustices of the world. And they're here to work to even those out, but naturally that's not going to happen if Aquarius themselves is somebody who does not respect society. To be effective, Aquarius has to keep their feet on the ground. So I say that because Pisces energy is also very dreamy. So, it's really important that you keep that in mind, that you have to fight against this desire to just lean into like being dreamy and not actually like doing the things that you need to do to actually be effective as a leader, because you're being called to lead as an Aquarius.
You can book your astrology reading at intuitivehealing.com. You can also watch videos at Intuitive Healing here on YouTube for Astrology 101 content. Listen to the Aquarius podcast on Spotify, as well as here on YouTube for your horoscope. If you're interested in astrology and love connections, you can visit at Styled Under Libra. And of course, for health and wellness and holistic healing, visit at Styled Under Virgo for all of your astrology content. Thanks so much for watching.